All Elite Wrestling, new wrestling promotion founded at the beginning of this year by Cody Rhodes, Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega. And so far they have picked up a lot of traction these past 4 months. They're going to be airing on TNT later this fall. They have a pay-per-view coming up in a couple days. My thoughts on them, there are a lot of people there that I know. I consider them as stars. I do support them. I do believe they'll be an alternative to WWE. I support Cody Rhodes since he left WWE, came to TNA, Ring of Honor, started on the Arrow. He sold out 10,000 seat arena in Chicago at an event called All In. Thought it was alright. Here comes the AEW. For the past 4 months, it has gained a lot of hype, especially online. Everyone's talking about it. There's positive things being talked about. There's negative things being talked about it. They haven't done an actual event, if you don't count All In, which you haven't really seen in a while. It's trending on Twitter, social media, doing pay-per-view events. Then they're moving to a TV deal, which usually doesn't happen like that. Usually, the promotion starts, you get a weekly TV series, then the big events. I haven't seen this hype before, probably not since the days of WCW. Yeah, 2002, you had TNA come into existence. There were talks of TNA becoming competitive with WWE, but those talks died down throughout the years due to bad business practices, talent departures, and network switches. AEW, I think they have a pretty good roster. But my concern is the mainstream wrestling audience. Here's their roster so far. Got Adam Page, Brandon Cutler, Jericho, Christopher Daniels, Chuck Taylor, Cody, Kazarian, Phoenix, Jimmy Havoc, Kenny Omega, Matt Jackson, Pac, also known as Neville, Scorpio Sky, Trent Beretta, some of the female stars. The broadcast team has Jim Ross on it, and there's their referees. Now, I noticed people from following promotions such as TNA, Ring of Honor, New Japan, Lucha Underground, and some stuff on the independent scene. But the majority of the audience doesn't follow those organizations. And they don't know these people. They see them as vanilla midgets and jobbers, which I disagree with. But however, I don't blame them. If I didn't follow those promotions, I would probably say the same thing. Now, do I think they're going to fail as a company? No. Tony Khan, he's a billionaire, has a 5-year business deal. I think it will work out. Those of all that saying that AEW is going to fail, you guys make me sick. Why would you want that to happen? You're messing around with people's livelihood and their careers. I mean, wrestling is their life. If AEW goes out of business, they got nowhere else to go. Same thing when people said they wanted TNA go out of business. If TNA went out of business, people working there wouldn't have a place to go. Not just the wrestlers. I'm talking about the writers, production crew, people that make the show run. They would have no place to go. They can't go to WWE. WWE has too much talent as it is. Now, do I think they're going to be a huge success? Do I think they're going to be competition to WWE? I do think they'll be successful on their own. Competition to WWE? No. I don't think they will topple WWE. WCW tried that years ago. They failed. ECW tried that. They failed. TNA tried years ago. They aired Impact on Monday night. Ratings held up for a while, but they soon dropped. They kind of failed. Now they rebranded it as Impact Wrestling. They're still trying to remain afloat. AEW, what they need to do during these 5 years is build a fan base. And if they're ready enough to compete against WWE, I say do it. As far as their viewership figures, I believe they're going to get around 500,000. That's the maximum. The range is between 100 and 500. I don't think they're going to get past that. They could. NXT, WWE's developmental system, when they aired on USA Network for one episode, they got around 800,000 viewers. If 800,000 viewers watch NXT, how many of them will watch AEW? I'm predicting around 500,000. Now, since they're on TNT, those numbers could go up a bit. If they do get around 700,000 or 800,000, that's pretty good. They'll be within striking range from the viewership levels of SmackDown. All depends on what their product is. If the product is good and it caters to the right fans, is my concern. I believe they're going to cater to the independent scene, the NXT fans, the hardcore wrestling audience. I think they're going to embrace the athleticism, which is fine. But it comes to the expense of narrative threading, storytelling, and believable characters, which is what the mainstream wrestling audience likes. They don't really care about the athleticism stuff. That's great. They want characters. And if AEW wants to attract those fans, that's what they gotta do. It's gonna be tough because wrestling today has never been more exposed and it's never been more divided. So, if their product is great, caters to the right fans, I could see them getting maybe close to 800,000 viewers, 500 or more. And after their 5-year business plan's done with, maybe they'll get around 1.2, 1.1 million viewers. SmackDown's ratings are decreasing. They're going to Fox. Within 5 years, I think SmackDown will get around 1.3 million viewers. So we can get a war between AEW and SmackDown. 1.1 versus 1.3. Raw, I'm expecting them to get 1.8. But that's just an estimate. Viewership numbers could always drop lower or go up. But AEW, I'm excited for it, and I hope they do well. Are they an alternative? They might be. Competitive against WWE? We'll see.